Hi everyone, my name is Hana. I want to tell you about how I noticed signs of envy from my mother. It's actually very creepy, but most importantly, I didn't realize it right away. I didn't realize it was envy because I couldn't believe that my own mother could have such evil feelings towards me. But anything can happen in this life. My mother and I used to live poorly. We could barely make ends meet. There were days when we had nothing to eat. It was frightening. Of my mother's relatives, there was no one around, and we did not communicate well with my father's family since they were divorced. My mother worked a lot. She didn't disdain to work. She washed floors and did dishes every day. Sometimes I'd go to her work to help her out. We had a warm, good relationship. The thing I liked best was before we went to bed, we'd have a conversation. My mother told me that when she was young, she was the prettiest girl at school. I had all the boys chasing me. It was nice. And Dad was one of them? Yes, your father courted me the longest. He swore his love to me like crazy. And you said yes? Not really. I was courting a guy who liked me, and I liked him a lot too. Then he disappeared, stopped talking to me, and then your dad showed up. After school, we got married quickly and I got pregnant. Of course, I didn't have time to study anymore, so I stayed home while your father went to college and then ran to work on shifts. I was alone most of the time, but I read a lot of books out of boredom and was always tidying up. And then you came along, and it was more of a hassle. I didn't take care of myself like I used to. And then Dad left? Yeah, I found out he was with someone else. You were less than a year old at the time. How could he? A lot of people do that. At first they go for your good looks, but once you gain a few extra pounds, no makeup and you're not as into him, that's it. And that's why you never got married again? Yeah, for that reason too. Well, I have you, so I just don't have the time. And if I wasn't around, how would you live your life? Carefree and easily, but I'm a mom now. We talked and Mom went to sleep, and I was left with some residue. I didn't know how I felt, but it wasn't unpleasant. The thought settled in my head that if it hadn't been for me, my mom wouldn't have had so many problems. I stayed up all night thinking about how to help her and came up with the idea that I had to figure out a way to make some money. Luckily, I had good looks, just like my mother had when she was young, so I decided to take advantage of that. I had an acquaintance who was older than me. Her boyfriend was a photographer. More than once, they'd offered for me to take part in one of their photo shoots. I kept refusing, thinking I wasn't good enough. But the last time, Bella offered me money for it, and I said yes. I was photographed in a swimsuit. It was an advertisement for a local brand. Surprisingly, the photos turned out good. I got a call a week later and was offered to be the face of the company. I couldn't believe that they liked me so much the first time. Since then, Bella's boyfriend Jonathan has been working with the brand, and so have I. At first, the photo shoots were once a month, then more and more often, then it came to several times a week, and all of it paid well. After a month, my pictures appeared on billboards and the internet. I had a good amount of money saved up by then. The first thing I decided to do was to buy my mom a new phone and pay off our debts. Wow, is this a gift? Yes, Mommy, for you. But it's so expensive. Where did you get the money? It's okay, I earned it. How? With what? All honestly, Mom, don't worry. Nothing illegal. Thank you, I am so grateful. Mom's mood rose a little, and I decided to please her like that all the time. Gradually, my progress grew. I started putting on makeup, wearing nicer clothes, upgraded the furniture in the house, and had already started saving up for a car to drive my mom around on business. I told my mother to quit her job because I was going to support her now. She couldn't believe it. She was so excited and even embarrassed, but I reassured her. Order after order, I kept modeling and getting calls for contracts. Some I turned down because I wouldn't be paid enough, or I didn't have the time. I was glad I had decided to work as a model, and I thanked Bella and John for it. You're my saviors. Come on, we only helped you with the first step. You did the rest. You should always help. You've always been good to me. You're like my little sister. Though we are several years apart, I have always thought of you as dear to me. You helped me once too. Come on, it was nothing. And how did she help you? I went to the cafe where her mom worked. I got robbed, I had no money and no phone. Hannah helped me. She fed me for free, gave me a phone call, and then she took me in for the night. I felt sorry for you. Not everyone would have done what you did. If it wasn't for you, I don't know what would have happened to me. What about your mom? You're about to buy a car, do some repairs at home. She must be happy. Well, I guess so. What do you mean, guess so? What's wrong with that? I didn't tell Bella, but lately, since she's been staying at home and I've been bringing in the money, and not bad money, my mom had changed. We'd been fighting more often. As soon as she saw a new dress on me, she'd throw some comment. I told Bella how we fought the other day. You look cheap. Why? I got it at a discount, but it's still expensive. It's not the dress, it's you. What do you mean? If I were you, I'd know my own worth. I wouldn't sell out some photographer. At school, I was not only the prettiest, but also the smartest, by the way. I can't believe it. Does she say that to you? Yes, with such anger, too. I bring her gifts quite often, give her money, buy her things and groceries. It all helps, but not for long. And yesterday, I found magazines with my pictures in the bathroom. My eyes and lips had been cut out. It was creepy. You know that's not normal, right? I don't know. Maybe I did something to offend her? She's jealous of you. What? That can't be true. It makes sense. Does she often blame you for everything? Well, she said a couple of times that if it wasn't for me, her life would have been easy and carefree. She also often says that she looked better when she was my age, was slimmer and more feminine. She also says that all models are like prostitutes. And you agree? I feel like I offended her in some way, and I'm trying to make amends. My friends listened to me and then told me it wouldn't work that way, that my relationship with my mom was not healthy at all, and that something had to be done about it. And to begin with, I had to take the first step, a confession. I came home, ordered dinner from a restaurant, and brought it home. My mother was sitting in the living room drinking wine. She reluctantly said hello to me, so I decided to go ahead with the plan. I invited my mother to the table and told her it was a celebratory dinner. In honor of what? Well, first of all, I bought a car, and second, I signed a contract with Victoria's Secret. Third, the doorbell rang. I opened it, and Jonathan came in, pretending to be my boyfriend. Mom, meet my fiancé, Charlie. Mom's face was blank. She sat at the table and didn't say a word. It was too much information for her at once. Joe walked over to her, gave her flowers, and kissed me on the cheek. We sat down at the table and started eating. Mom, can you say something? Oh, well, I don't even know where to start. Oh, excuse me, I've got a phone call. I'll be out for a minute. As soon as Joe went outside to talk on the phone, my mom yelled at me that he was going to dump me at the first opportunity, that people like him were out there every step of the way. She also told me that all the models were selling their bodies and that the car I bought was going to be wrecked tomorrow in an accident. I exhaled and then looked her in the eyes. You haven't even seen what kind of car I bought. I don't need to see it. Mom, are you happy for me? Are you happy about how we get to live now? Come on, tell me that your mother is incapable of anything. You got naked to your underpants, you became rich, while your mother has been sweeping floors for 7 years. So this is envy. If only there was something to be jealous of. I was better than you when I was your age. But you still are. What? You're still the best to me, Mom. I'm trying for your sake so you don't have to work. You can live, rest, drink expensive wine, and eat steak on Tuesdays. Don't play the good daughter card. But you are. Mom became uncomfortable. She held back tears and anger. When the evening was over, Joe left. I started putting the dishes away, and I heard Mom screaming from her bedroom. She had called her mother, my grandmother, accusing her of not giving her a normal childhood. And then she passed out. Mom came to a little later, and I pulled out tickets to the Maldives and told her we were leaving tomorrow. We have to start all over again, don't we? Well, I am the nicest daughter. Tell me, did you guys like my story? Write your opinion about it in the comments below the video. Don't forget to like it, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel.